You are missing out on tons of money from your customers, and in this video, I'm going to share with you multiple different things that you can start doing in order to maximize on every single customer that comes into your business, because as we know, getting customers into our business is one of the biggest expenses that we have. So if we can make more money with our current customer base, then we're basically going to be making free money. Before we get into it though, if you guys are looking to start a pressure washing business and you're not sure what chemicals to use, how to mix them, how to clean every surface on a residential job site, property protection, or how to set up your equipment, be sure to check out the How to Wash course. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. In it, we have over 8 hours of infield training showing you everything you need to know in order to launch your pressure washing business. But if you've already got a business and you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, you can do all those things for free in QuoteIQ, which I'll link below. We recently did a new thing on the site so that way you can try any paid tier of QuoteIQ for absolutely free for 14 days. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this video. So the job that you guys are going to see in today's video is actually a part 2, kind of an interesting situation that we've never really had before. We got called out to clean a mother-in-law suite, if you will, of this property. So lady called us out. I said, hey, it's going to be a minimum of $300 to come out and pressure wash your house. All she really wanted was 2 sides of the house done. And I was surprised, but she said, yeah, come out and do it. So we went out, did a great job. And in the process, I met the daughter of this lady who said that she wanted to go ahead and get her house washed as well. Unfortunately, on that day, we did have a couple other jobs scheduled, so we couldn't do it. So I sent her over a quote. She agreed to it. And so we turned basically one Google lead into almost $1,000. So if you guys aren't getting your leads from Google, and if you don't have enough lead sources, be sure to check out me and Mike's coaching down below. We walk through how to maximize Google leads, how to get them, how to close them, and how to make the most money with them, essentially. But if you're not getting free leads into your business, then, what are you doing? So be sure to check that out down below. But now let's go ahead and hop into the topic of today's video, and that is, how can we make more money with the same customers? Okay, so I want to lead this off with one thing first, and that is that we are paid in direct proportion to the amount of value that we provide. So if you want to make more money, then we need to become more valuable. How do we become more valuable with our service business? One way is to offer other services. Another way is to offer other services that people need more or that they are willing to pay more for. But that's not just the end of it, though, because you might be thinking, Justin, I offer a ton of services in my business and I'm still not making that much money with my customers. It's one thing to offer the services. It's another thing to make your customers aware that you offer those services. So I want you guys to ask yourself, if you're watching this video, what percentage of your customers right now are aware of 100% of the services that your company offers? The answer to that question is going to be 0 for pretty much everybody. It's 0 for me even. I'm not even batting 100% with regards to every single customer that I have knowing every single thing that we offer, because you guys probably offer things outside of pressure washing or outside of what that customer called you for that if they knew you offered it, then they would probably hire you to do it. Customers want to find a good contractor, they want to stick with them, and they want to basically hire them to do all of their work. Because once you find a good person to do a job, once you find somebody you can trust, that does a good job, charges a fair rate, why would you ever go out and search for, other people to do the work that can be done by that company? So our first thing is we need to get in front of the customer. Second thing is we need to do a great job for that customer. And our third thing is we need to make that customer aware of every single service that we offer. All a customer really cares about is the value that they're going to get from something, right? So they don't really care about anything else with regards to your business that doesn't provide them more value. We're going to talk more about that here in just a minute, but let's get into how we can educate our customers on all the services that we offer. Now, one way is just when you do the job, you let them know afterwards, hey, we also offer all these services. You could probably keep like a pamphlet on the truck of just every single service that you offer, before and afters on every service, maybe some price points on some different things with regards to those services. We always talk about upselling on the channel as well. If you notice something on site, let them know. So one way is just to let them know after the job is complete, hey, these are all the other services that we offer. If you guys want to get a quote on them, please let me know. Let's get into some other ways though. Another way that you can do it is through mass email. You can send an email out to your entire customer base and you can tell them, hey, these are all of our services. If you'd like to get a quote, please let us know, which is something that you can do within QuoteIQ. You can also send a mass text. I am currently leaning more towards text right now for important messages, okay? And I'll tell you guys why. Email is getting so oversaturated. There's so many emails going out. I personally hate email. The open rate on my email inbox is very low because A, I hate email. B, I get so much of it that it's just becoming so annoying. And C, I know that if it's not something from somebody that I know, then they're probably just trying to sell me something. So I am much more leery right now on email, and I'm assuming that a lot of our customer base is as well. They're not opening it as much. They're not trusting it as much. However, text, people open almost every single text that they do receive. So I'm a little bit more, leaning towards text. That's another thing you can do within Quote IQ. You can mass text your entire customer base and tell them about, new offers and things of that nature. Another way that you can educate all of your customers is to obviously have, all of your services listed out on your website, but also if you have InstaQuote in place. InstaQuote is a Quote IQ feature that allows your customers to actually quote themselves, and within that quoting process, they actually see every single service that your company offers. They can quote themselves on extra services. So let's say that they just called you for a house wash. They can now quote themselves on a roof wash or driveway cleaning. And once the estimate is presented to the customer, it's presented as an options estimate. So that way they then have the option to either accept or decline any of the quotes that they got from it. So InstaQuote is another way. I know a lot of people say, I got the form on my website. At the end of the day, customers don't want to fill out a form. Why would I want to give you a bunch of information with nothing basically in return or nothing guaranteed in return? So if you're using a form on your website and you're not getting very many form fill outs, I would say that's probably wise, because people don't want to give you a ton of information up front without any guarantee of anything in response. And that's why we built InstaQuote. So that way people could put their information in, they could get a quote, and it's kind of like a quid pro quo thing, right? Everybody gets benefit from what it is that they are opting into. So that's another way to get all of your customers to see all of your services. Another way is to send a text to every single customer after they've scheduled with you with a video explaining all the services that you offer and giving them a discount if they decide to get on the schedule with, any of those extra services. And you could say, I'll give you 20% discount if you opt in, before whatever the schedule date is. This is another way that you can A, get all these services out in front of them, but B, offer more value in order to make them take an action and get one of these services done when, maybe they didn't absolutely need it. And Mike put together a beautiful video on this. I'll try to leave it linked down below so that way you guys can see it, because he does this strategy. He sends this video out to all of his customers. It's got a great voiceover. It's got great B-roll. It's got great before and afters, and it does a great job just upselling for him. The last one is sending special offers into services that don't get as much love. So for example, like let's say you're not getting that many calls on gutter cleaning, but the leaves are falling. You could send out an offer on that. Let's say you don't give any calls on, window cleaning, but you got window cleaning tools. You could send out an offer on that, and, roof blow off, pretty much anything, right? We want to always lean into our lesser known services with special offers. So, hey, we're doing 20% off gutter cleaning for this month only, or we're doing a free window cleaning with any house wash, or we're doing a free roof blow off with any, roof cleaning that we do. And this allows you to get these services that, maybe they didn't know about in front of them in a way that offers them more value. So it's not just enough to make them aware. You need a way to add value. And that's why we offer, the 20% discount. It's another way that we can add value and incentivize them to get something done within a time frame. Another way to add value is to actually give customer stories, or you can talk about, how your work benefited their property. We could say, hey, Susan called us out last minute because she was having a huge birthday party. We got her property cleaned and it looked absolutely fantastic. I just wanted to share out the before and after picture so you guys could see it as well. And it's a good way for you to show off your work and show an example of how you helped a customer out of a tough situation, because somebody might be able to relate with that. They might say, oh, I have a birthday party coming up and I didn't even think about getting the house washed. Let me give these guys a call. So you can send out an email with that. You can post that to the website, whatever the case may be, or you can touch into some pain points such as, is the HOA on your back? Do you have HOA violations? Or, we just did a cleaning for this property because the HOA was going to fine them $150. I wanted to send you out the before and after pics. So we want to lean into creating value or hitting into pain points, and that way we can make the customer actually take an action into a direction that we want them to move. So you got to be creative, and you got to get people's attention in order to turn that attention into money. So that's kind of like the overarching theme of this video. If you guys want more ways on how we do this, we actually go over an email strategy that me and my buddy Chris sent out together that ended up generating him over $70,000 in jobs in our coaching group, the collective, which I had mentioned earlier, which will be linked down below. But that one's super cool. We also go over a testimonial that we had from a Quote IQ user that built $1 million wash business in just 6 months. And I'm not joking with you guys. We give you the step-by-step of how he did it so that we can duplicate it in your business from a marketing perspective and a getting jobs perspective and customers perspective, because the scaling piece is the hardest, but it's not hard when you have the lead flow. And so whenever you can dial into some of these things, you're really going to amp up your lead flow. You're going to be able to charge more. You're going to be able to hire better people. You're going to be able to get better equipment. And then you're just going to be able to scale your entire business if that's the direction you want to move. So be sure to check it out down below. But the word of the day on this video is going to be maximize. If you made this far in the video, comment down below maximize and I'll hashtag you a real one. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. Until next time, hustle hard, get that money, baby. Peace.